So today is July 4th, year 2020. Captain's log from Immortal Goddess. Here's the thing. The U.S., on the American side, North America, for all of my whatever. North America being the 50 postage stamps of the USA and Canada, okay? I cover you under my godly kingdom, since Elizabeth is like a part-time seasonal employee of non-importance, because she hasn't helped me at all. She needed to help me, and then she'd be acknowledged as better than she ever was. Now she's just a selfish fucking cunt that did nothing. Along with her whole entire whatever panel of bozo idiots that are useless. So, in the United States of America, right, you know, in my acrylic, gentlemen, in the Balkans, on when you cross over Europe and it goes from like Latinized languages to Germanic, and then it goes to acrylic. Okay. So for all of those on the other side of the Latin language of love is what I used to say. I say I have three Latin, actually, yeah, I have three Latin languages of love. I said they're Latin, it's Italian, French, and then I had to throw in Spanish. So I had a private language with one of my favorite people in the whole entire land. He's a different kind of dad. He's not related to me, but I do love him like a father. Okay, so, and that's why I call him Esperanza, in honor. Alright, so, and that goes down more. I said below the equator is where Spanish is found language-wise. I said, of course, you can find it, you know, if you have smart white people. Well, it depends on how they're evolving. So far, they've devolved. There's no smart Spanish people. And by the way, Nicholas in Venezuela, by the way, if this message should get to you, from your Russian princess trapped in America, the Central American Spanish that they speak on the radio. The Puerto Rican, which I know you guys get angry with your different Spanishes, this has nothing to do with skin color. This has to do with their dexterity, with their dialect. The Spanish that's in New York at the moment from Ecuador sounds very Korean. I know everybody says it sounds poor. No, you can be poor, but still speak Catalan. Do you understand? The beauty of Catalan is just like in the whatever, I use myself as Catanese, but I know that they took that from the Roman Empire and made it a name for a language out in the Far East. I'm all over the place, but anyway, so the thing is that, okay, so going back to North America, we speak English. English first. Then there's the Latin languages, French, whatever, and then it goes to, and there's Spanish there, and then it goes, but that's in the west, that's in the east of where we are. So, I lost my place. Okay, so I was just writing this. Okay, so in the America side, being a whole hemisphere, actually being the North Hemisphere between Canada, it's the U.S., it's the continental U.S., being North America above the equator, being North America and Canada for the USA, for the continental U.S.CONGRESS. Do you understand? Russia has the same laws and books as what we have for the other superpower. That's the way it was originally set up, so we had the exact same, one in acrylic, one in my version of runic druidic. Now, Russia was supposed to be set up as, we're the continental, they're the federation of U.S. Congress. Do you understand? There's the Continental U.S. Congress, which is in, at the moment, Washington, D.C. And then there's the Federation U.S. Congress somewhere in Russia. I don't have to disclose any more to anything in America because they're all area fucking stupid. Swear to fucking Christ. Until you resolve this problem, but instead you've grown it worse. Here's the thing, I'm curious. For the last 3 generations, like of my dad's, because Tony didn't have this problem. It didn't happen while he was fighting in the war. Niklaus and I went all over Europe, Russia, and America. And America had the worst breakout I'd ever fucking seen of violations against the Continental U.S. Congress, which I advised to the Federation U.S. Congress to keep my brotherhood apprised of what the fuck the other one's doing and what I need. Because my body is being delivered into New York. That's a big fucking problem, Daddy Russia. Because I got fucking Daddy America that doesn't know if he's white or black. He's like, I don't know. I mean, you got white? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, here, all there is stupid fucking white. I don't care where you live. You come from a sacred bloodline. You come from the bloodline of gods. I don't care. You call yourself a fucking Muslim, a Christian, a Baptist, an Episcopal, a Protestant, a Protestant, whatever, Episcopalian, Presbyterian, whatever you and your parents decided was your cup of tea for what you're going to drink tea and read to be a good person, your good book, whatever the fuck that is called, I don't give a shit. Got it? I'm the holy cat. It means different things around the world. Ancient Egypt, they're colored down there. Barat. In Far East, they got facial distortments and disfigurements. I'm Choo-Choo or Cho-Cho, Chow-Chow. I don't know, the cat's up like this. It's a little weird. And then they eat cats and dogs. It's a little weird, but as long as they stay behind the fucking wall and they don't have an outbreak of broadband communications or anything that the U.S. Continental and U.S. Federal Congress was trying to keep away from the children in the Far East, being India, the coloreds, and the facially disfigured behind the wall people, and then everything to the south being colored. Great. Okay, so that's your history, all areas, stupid whites, because I know they don't teach white history. They only teach, like, oh, the blacks are slaves. Shut the fuck up and go kill it. I swear to God, we will be so much better when all of those things, like, they're useful for men when we have, like, no war going on. But quite frankly, everything that sounds like that is dangerous to the rest of us because they protect, they hide, and then they change things to protect the criminals that are invading that lie to them. Okay, so here's the thing, psychopaths. We have white people in Russia, Western Europe, and America. Australia, you hang on for a minute because I know they told you you were criminals. There's actually a better history for you. I put you in a larger island of beautiful genetics so the facially disfigured whites couldn't paddle that far to get to you. And I knew that your beautiful Aster eyes would be protected. You got a gorgeous color of amber in your eyes. I swear to God. Oh my God. Some of you are men and women, so beautiful. They look like Denmark people, but anyway. Okay, so here we are. So your white history, straight out. From a vampire, being the umpire and referee on the way in to this 1978 wake-up, preparing for my appearance as goddess, knowing that I am the ultimate goddess, being that, like, yeah, there may have been, like, altering variations of, like, the god group that I come from. There's a step tier, but that's our private shit, so fuck off. So we've got our own stuff going on in pretty people that like to breed with other pretty people and then have children who have pretty kids, and we really don't want to tell anybody outside of our pretty circle, being anywhere from Russia through Western Europe into America and Canada. Those are our lands. Anything south, I can't fucking help you. Australia, you hang out there, and we are annexing you from everything. We'll pretend you're north of the equator, because I got two lands. I got the facially disfigured Japanese and facially disfigured Koreans that are on the wrong side of the equator, but I can't move Australia up for now and move the other children back south where they fucking belong, because I got problems in immortal territory now that you fucking gave away the fucking store, you assholes, and then you fucking hide the enemy. Alright, so here we are on your white history. Vampires do exist, immortals do exist, extraterrestrials do exist. Extraterrestrial means I can walk through a hole in space and time and be in a past previous to gain advanced intelligence directly from the characters that were on the field at the war or whatever, or in Congress or whatever it was. They had a meeting. I need to know inside information. I walk through the hole in space and time and I get the information. My face goes through all area, space, and time. I'm a god. It's how it works. I'm a trustworthy inside figure, inside the inner sanctum, and outside in the real world, in the actuality, when I come alive. So that's how an immortal works. That's why a goddess exists, to protect all of the idiots that keep lying and then defending one another and not doing the right thing. So here's the deal. All area white that were misled by everything colored. Why do you think so many colored people, and don't tell me it's slavery because you don't even know what that fucking word means. They are called slaves because they are on something called a refugee status. It means that we are not cannibals and Vikings in the sense that if they should make it to our shores, we don't usually shoot them right in the face. Yeah, we'll turn them around. Oh wait, no, that's not what we said. We said if they make landfall, we'll fucking stand at the edges of Florida, Texas, and all along Canada and the East Coast for the Continental U.S. Congress with guns, and anything that doesn't look Western European or Russian, we're fucking shooting. Dead. And we don't owe anybody a fucking explanation, no condolence card, no I'm sorry. No, we're not sorry, because there's bigger things that even the white kids don't know that they need to be protecting. They're confused, because now they woke up and their parents are defending dark meat like fucking Lewis. You know I like dark meat. You know what, Lou? I really like dark meat like Brendan also. He's a stand-up guy. Thing is, I let one exception of anything dark, any other color, or any facial disfigurement that does not belong in the white corridor, and then all of a sudden it starts fighting. It starts calling its friends up. They start grouping together in larger and larger, and then they say, come on, West Indies, come on, nobody's looking, come on, Cuba, come on, send them, like, you'll be like our like inner Coast Guard. You let me know if you see anybody, like, you know, what can I do? Do you understand? They start playing teams for one another, and then they start like, what do you mean you don't like Spaniards? Here's the thing, you're not a fucking Spaniard, you're a Dominican. Get it? Great. So, this is where I will pull rank on my linguistics and piss a few people off. I don't give a shit, that's where I'm at. These are my words, they're guns, and they're bullets. I have a very large bullet and bucket list at this fucking point.